All right, what's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Before we get started, I want to do a quick tech check. I know there's been a few little glitches over the last couple of days. I just want to do a quick tech check. Can you guys hear me okay? Just type in yes, loud and clear, or 10-4. Can you guys hear me okay before I start rambling on and nobody can hear me? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, or good afternoon if you're in the East Coast. Good morning, everybody. Awesome. What's up, Roland? What's going on, Frank? What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing this morning? Let's do a quick couple stretches, get our blood flow going a little bit, right? Before we get started. And today, you guys have me as a speaker today, right? So we had some amazing speakers over the last few days. We had day one, we had Jake Hess, founder of SolarCon. And again, if you guys didn't go to SolarCon 2022, you guys can't miss SolarCon 2023, right? We had Michelle yesterday talking about storage and battery storage. So a few things as far as a recap from yesterday. Michelle, she's the educational coordinator manager at Solar Edge. And she talked about, as solar reps, sometimes we're selling out of our wallet, right? And we say, it's too expensive, right? And again, what I want to share with you is you want to make sure that you're giving the homeowner all their options, right? Putting the battery option, and then from there, if they don't want the battery, you can click, add the adder or whatever software you guys are using, remove the battery adder, and from there, the price will go down, and the homeowner's gonna be like, oh wow, it's only X amount now. I'll just go with solar, right? But for us, we cannot discourage homeowners anymore to not look into a battery storage. I would suggest to add it on, and if they don't want it, just take it off, right? She also talked about sizing up the battery. That's really, really important. As most of you guys know, if you guys have been selling solar for the last few months and you had homeowners asking you about battery storage, they always want to back up the whole entire house, right? Can you guys agree? They want to, keep all the lights on, the fridge, all three AC condensers. They want to, work in the shop and use their welder or whatnot. And you guys already know, right? That's I can't say, I'm not gonna say impossible, but that's going to be really pricey. So my suggestion to you is let the homeowner know that I'm going to add one battery, which is going to keep your essential load on, meaning that your refrigerator and if your light switches will stay on, right? Show them one option first, and then from there, if they want to add more, you can add more batteries. But for the most part, they're either going to say, yeah, this is great, or maybe add one more battery, or they'll talk themselves out of it. But it's not our job to not show them the options, right? Show them the options and let them decide from there. She's also talked about the advantages of using Solar Edge, right? Solar Edge batteries, it can reduce some of the MPU upgrades for the homeowner, so that saves the homeowner even more money. That could be $2,000+, right, as far as MPU upgrades. So a lot of things that we've learned over the last few days. And today, I want to go over how to position yourself as an expert, right? Before I dive into it, I just want to give quick shots out to some folks that completed the homework yesterday. And it's not too late to complete the homework. And I really want you guys to, take action, take massive action. This training is for you guys, right? I brought on some amazing speakers for you guys. So you guys can smash, summer 2022 right out of the park, right? So today, I want to show you guys how to position yourself as an expert, right? Before I do that, I just want to take a quick survey, and I want to ask you guys, who here has a personal brand? Just type in me. If you have a personal brand, say for example, you have a website, a YouTube channel, Facebook, TikTok. Do you have a personal brand? If you do, just type in me. Just type in me. Type in me if you have a personal brand. And if you don't, type in no, right? I need you guys to engage, right? I'm going to feed off you guys' energy. because it's kind of weird always just talking to a camera, right? So they need to feed off you guys' energy. Type in no if you don't, and type in me if you do, right? Frank, me, awesome. Renee, no brand, just a dude. Roland, no. Okay, cool. So this is perfect for you guys, right? This is perfect. Marvin, no. So I honestly feel, right, to really position yourself as an expert, you have to have a personal brand, right? Because people, as you may or may not know, buy from people they know, like, and trust. If the homeowner knows, likes, and trusts you, more than likely they would buy from you, right? Nobody buys anything from people they don't like or they don't trust, right? Let me ask you guys this. Have you guys ever bought anything from anybody that you guys didn't know, like, or trust, right? Maybe somebody knocked at your door. Maybe you're at the store, you wanted to buy something, and you didn't like that person, you didn't trust them. Has anybody ever bought anything from anybody and they didn't know, like, and trust them? Just say me. If you ever bought anything for anybody that you didn't trust, type in me. And more than likely you haven't, right? Because we rather buy from people that we know, like, and trust. And keep in mind, when a homeowner knows, likes, and trusts you, even if the price of your proposal is a little bit more than somebody else's proposal, more than likely they're going to give you another crack at it, meaning that they'll call you back and say, hey, Roland, I just had James here. His price was a little bit less. Here's his proposal. What can you do? Right? They'll at least give you a crack at it to revise your proposal, or they're going to be like, you know what? I like that guy, Roland. Right? I didn't really like these other guys so much, even though their price is a little bit higher. I didn't really connect with them too much, but I did connect with Roland. I did connect with, Steven. And I'm going to go ahead and move forward with him or her because you built a connection. And as simple as this sound, right? As simple as this sound, not too many consultants are building any rapport with their homeowners, right? And they're wondering, like, wow, that presentation was amazing. My cost was, less than others, competitors. Our products are amazing, but why aren't I selling any more deals? Because you're not building a connection with your homeowner. Your homeowner may not know, like, and trust you, and they're like, you know what? Let me go look, right? Because if they're looking some more, if they want to go look for other competitors, maybe they don't know, like, and trust you, right? So that's what I want to talk about today. And for those of you guys that don't have a brand, you don't need, write this down, right? You guys have a pen and a pad? Write this down, right? You don't need anyone's blessing to make you an expert, right? You don't need anyone's blessing, meaning that it doesn't matter if you just got started a week ago, 2 weeks ago, like Roland, right? He got started just a few weeks ago. And you cannot wait for somebody to say, you are now an expert, right? You have to just take and stick that flag underground and be like, you know what? I'm a solar expert, and I'm going to stake my flag underground as an expert. And the way to do that is just take action, right? You have to learn these strategies I'm going to teach you today. Because let me give you a quick story, right? Because you're probably like, well, I just got started, right? I guess who's gonna think I'm gonna expert because I just got started like 2 weeks ago? I can't be an expert. Yes, you can. So let me give you an example, right? Have you guys ever watched the movie Catch Me If You Can? Just type in yes. If you guys ever watched the movie Catch Me If You Can, type in yes. If you haven't, type in no. Right? Have you ever watched the movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio? Just type in yes or no. I want to see how many people watched that movie. Okay, awesome. There's a few guys that watched it, right? So the ones that haven't watched it, this is going to be a little spoiler alert, right? So Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio was the main star. And Leonardo DiCaprio was basically a con artist, right? So he conned his way in so many things. He made this like big machine, right? Back in the day, this was probably like in the 70s or 80s. He made this big machine that printed out like checks, right? Fraudulent checks, and he went to the bank and cashed it. He even at one point became a pilot, right? A later part of the story, he became a doctor, right? It's pretty mind-blowing, right? Because he was such an amazing con artist. And one part of the movie, he actually was a professor teaching med students about, medicine. And finally, at the end, this is going to be the spoiler alert for those of you guys that haven't watched the movie, he finally gets caught. And they're interviewing him. They're just like dumbfounded. Like, how were you able to become a pilot? How were you able to be a doctor? And they were like, okay, maybe we can somehow fathom how you became a doctor or a pilot. But one thing that really shocked us, and we don't know how you did this, is how were you able to teach, right, to become a professor and teach med students medicine? And he said that this is key. The way he did that was he was only one chapter ahead of the students. And in the students' eyes, he became the expert. Isn't that amazing? You just have to be one chapter ahead of your audience, which is your homeowner, and you become the expert. Right? You become the expert. So again, don't wait for, your manager's blessing. Don't wait for your coworker's blessing, because they may talk against it. They'll be like, who are you to position yourself as an expert? You just got started 2 weeks ago. I've been here for 2 years. Who really cares? Don't listen to them. Right? The way you're going to get ahead of the sales organization is to position yourself as an expert, create a brand, and leverage that brand to your advantage. So let me give you an example how you can do this. So imagine if you created videos, right? It could be intro videos. It could be equipment or module videos. It could be inverters. How does solar work? How does the federal tax credit work? And imagine being able to use a software where you can send out these videos to your homeowner prior to your consultation, right? Prior to your consultation. And the other day I talked to you guys about, that dead time from booking an appointment to actually sitting down with a homeowner, whether it's a Zoom or whether it's face-to-face, there's a dead time. So for example, today's Wednesday, and if you booked a consultation on Friday, now you're just waiting for that consultation to come around. So might as well position yourself as an expert, send the homeowner videos. So when you do get to the home, and when you log on to a Zoom, for example, the homeowner already positions you as an expert. Does that make sense? You guys are all here because you guys want to get ahead, right? And I told you guys a couple of days ago, there is no silver bullet in sales that's really going to take you to the next level. You have to learn from folks and implement these strategies and use them, right? And you guys have to take action, right? You guys have to take action. You guys can't sit here for an hour plus over the last 3 days now, right? And take down a whole bunch of notes and do nothing with it. It's a waste of time. Might as well log off and go do something else, right? Go wash your car, go do something else, because you're going to waste your time, right? Because the information that we've been sharing with you over the last few days is what's going to take you to the next level. And make sure, I can't stress this enough, right? I'm going to beat this like a dead horse. You have to take action. All those things that you guys are writing down, all the strategies you guys are learning, oh, this is all great, but if you do nothing with it, you get nothing from it. Does that make sense to everybody? If you do nothing with it, you get nothing from it. So I want to tip my hat to a few people again. So we got Renee and Roland Lynn, Renee Stevens. We had a homework yesterday to create a video, right? Because again, you want to separate yourself from everybody else. So these guys have been taking action, and the only way you guys are going to grow is you have to be uncomfortable. Because I'm pretty sure a bunch of you guys and gals, you're like, I don't feel comfortable, right? Because if you stay where you're at, where you're comfortable, that means that you're just not growing. You're not challenging yourself to be better. So hats off to the guys that's been posting their videos and doing the homework, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to separate you guys from everybody else, right? Because you guys may attend conferences like I do. I attend conferences as many as I can, training with my wife, courses or whatnot. when I hear something that can help me grow my business, I take action on it. It may fail, it may not work, right? But again, you have to learn how to take action. And for those of you that are, uncomfortable, like I don't want to get on video, I feel really uncomfortable, I don't have the right equipment, and things to that nature, you have to step out of your comfort zone. And I cannot stress that enough. Does that make sense, everybody? Just type in yes if that makes sense. Type in yes. Because what happens is you want to be part of the 1%, right? Because at the end of the day, there's probably about 1 to 5% of people that's going to take action. And guess what? The 1 to 5% of people that are ones taking action are the ones that are getting ahead. And they're wondering like, oh, wow, how did, Roland get so far ahead of everybody else? He just got started a few weeks ago because he's taking action, right? I can't stress this enough, everyone. And again, you're here because you guys want to learn. You guys want to be part of the 1% that are taking action, that's growing your business, that is changing your life. You guys are putting food on the table for your family. And there's so many folks out there that's jumping into this industry, going to these types of training, and we're pouring everything that we know, to them. And they're wondering like, well, what else is there? What's the secret sauce? The secret sauce is get your butt to work, right? Take action. So I can't stress that enough. Before I dive into it, I got a PowerPoint slide for you guys, and I'm going to make it short and sweet, right? Short and sweet. And I encourage you, right? We had 3 people take action. We had over 30 people here yesterday, 30 plus people the other day, and 3 people took action, right? 3 people. So again, you want to be part of that 1%. You want to be part of that 1 to 5% of folks that's getting ahead because you're taking action, right? We're not going to judge you. Who really cares, right? We had these guys, Roland, who else was there? Renee, Theo. These guys are just shooting it right out of their backyard, right? And Renee, I love the bird sounds, man. Just a heads up, that was pretty cool. I like the background, the birds. And I think Renee is even out in Germany, right? We're getting international with this training. So let me ask you guys this before I dive into the training. Does any of you guys use a CRM, right? And I'm not talking about a notepad or a Excel spreadsheet, an actual software, CRM, where you invested some kind of money to run your business, right? You have to spend a little bit of money to run your business, right? So a lot of people in the solar industry, they're making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a sale. And we just say, hey, you know what? You should invest into a CRM. It's going to cost you $97 a month. Nobody wants to do it. They're like, oh man, that's too much, right? But if it can help you grow your business, why not, right? Why not? So who here has a CRM? Who here? Renee's yes. Alan is yes. Ruth, yes. Hey, what's going on, Ruth? How are you? Nice to see you. Roland, I don't have a CRM. Okay, cool. So in the next couple days, you guys make sure you guys hook up with Andre, right? Andre, are you on the line here? We use Solar Pipeline, right? So we created a software called Solar Pipeline. It's a CRM. It's made by solar pros for solar pros like yourself, right? It's fairly cheap to run your business. If you're making $5,000 a deal, you close 2 in a month, that the CRM helps you because you have automation involved, right? That's a fraction of you guys' paycheck, right? It's a fraction, right? So make sure, nice to see you too, Ruth. Make sure you guys book a call with Andre. I'm not sure, is Andre here? I think he is. Andre, can you put your calendar link here? Can you put your calendar link, Andre? And Andre's going to be speaking here tomorrow as well to help you guys out, right? And again, if you do not have a CRM, you don't have to get Solar Pipeline, but get some sort of CRM, right? Solarpipeline.com. Check it out, right? We've already built it out for you, right? It's all built out. Why try to reinvent the wheel over again? We've already done it for you guys, right? And you get a lot of support. Andre's amazing, and the team is amazing with Solar Pipeline. Make sure you guys do that, right? Invest into your business, right? Invest in your business. I got my mother-in-law here. She's sitting right here. So you see her right there eating. She has a business in Arizona. She's visiting us in Arizona, right? And Mama.
Hi, how guys?
Sit. That's my mother-in-law right there. That's a true entrepreneur right there, right? So, Mama, remember I asked you yesterday how much is your overhead with your business right now?
120,000 a month.
100. Okay, so her overhead for her business is $120,000 a month, right? But you have to invest into your business to make you money, right? $120,000. Who here is spending $120,000 a month, right? Hopefully, you guys are spending $120,000 a month on running ads, right? But don't have that lack mindset when you have to invest in your business and it's literally $200-300 a month, right? And you're like, oh, I don't want to spend that, right? The folks that have a lack mindset are the folks who are not getting ahead, right? We know that if you invest in yourself from coaching, from training, joining programs like ours with Solar University, investing in yourself, investing in the software, your business will grow. I guarantee you, right? I guarantee you. Let me go back to the chat really quick. Awesome. Andre, thank you. Andre has an amazing team out there, solarpipeline.com, right? If any of you guys ever spoken to Andre is amazing. He's going to help you through every step of the way, right? But it's one of those things that you guys are going to have to step forward too. You know what I mean? We can, you know, to say we can lead the horse to the water, but we can't force him to drink. We can give it to you guys, but you guys still got to put in the work. But the good thing is, once you guys set it with Andre, you forget it and just let the systems go. You set it and forget it, okay? Does that make sense, everybody? All right, so let me see, because we're broadcasting in Facebook and in YouTube. I just want to make sure. Hey, Andre, is there any way you can go into YouTube, make sure those guys are okay over there? Because I can see Facebook, but I cannot see YouTube, right? So if you can, Andre, go on our website or our channel and make sure everyone's good over there. If you can, thank you. All right, so let me share my screen with you guys. All right, let me see if that changes. Andre's the best. Yes, he is. Hey, what's up, Jared? Jared is one of our newest students. He signed up last week. This dude is an action taker. We had one phone call. We told him exactly what he's going to get. He's like, dude, sign me up, right? Sign me up. Let me actually, I'm going to get on my soapbox here for one more minute, right? Enable for you to ask your homeowners to make a decision quickly, right? Because we want them to make a decision quickly. We're at the coffee table, we're on the Zoom. We want them to make a decision. Whether it's a no or a yes, we want them to make a decision quickly. But keep in mind, so you have integrity with yourself, make sure that the things that you're doing in your life, your purchase behavior, make sure that you're doing things quickly as well. You're making quick decisions as well, because you cannot ask your homeowner to make quick decisions, especially when you're at the coffee table, when you don't take quick decisions yourself. Does that make sense, everybody? That's a video that I'm going to make, and it's great time to just let you guys know, since you guys are here. Make sure you're also walking the walk, right? You can't be like, hey, Mr. Smith, I need you to make a decision like right now. I am not leaving the house until you tell me yes or no. And you expect that, but when you're buying something, you're like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to. Let me think about it for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, or 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, right? So start recognizing your purchasing behavior, because what happens is if you make decisions quickly, then you're going to be more confident on letting the homeowner know to make a decision quicker, because you make quicker decisions. Does that make sense, everybody? That's kind of off topic, but I just wanted to say that. Hopefully that makes sense. Do me a favor, guys. Just say yes if that made sense. That literally wasn't part of what I was going to talk to you guys about, but you know, it's live and I'm going to ramble sometimes. Does that make sense, everybody? Be quick decision makers, right? Quick decision makers, because we have so many people that jump on a call with for our solar strategy call. And if you haven't booked your solar strategy call yet, make sure you guys do that, right? Solarstrategycall.com, solarstrategycall.com. Somebody post that, please, in the chat, solarstrategycall.com. because we speak to so many people, right? That our coaching, our mentorship program, our courses is a perfect fit. It's a hand in a glove. And they're always like, let me think about it. What the heck is there to think about? It's exactly what you want. And next thing you know, they take 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month down the road. And then 3 months down the road, let me give you an example. A student decides to join us. And they're like, oh, I took this course, that course, I bought this leads, and I got nothing. I spent over $20,000 and I got nothing. And we bring him on board with us. He finally joins our training, and then we get him results a lot faster when he didn't get results from anybody else. I'm like, dude, you have to take quicker action, because if you want your homeowners to take quick action, then you do too as well, right? So let me give you guys my background really quickly, right? Because you guys probably, been following me on YouTube or maybe Facebook or even TikTok, right? I started doing TikTok. So this is my family, right? Just to let you guys know, we have 8 kids, right? I think all of them are here. I don't think I forgot anybody. There's just a blank spot right here, so I'm not sure if I took anybody out. But yeah, we have 8 kids, and they range from a 4-year-old all the way up to a 24-year-old. And I always get asked this question when I speak on stages, right? Like, dude, how old is this guy? How old is freaking James, right? So to answer your question, and you guys can all do simple math, right? So you guys can know how old I am. So my eldest daughter is 24, and I had her when I was 5, right? So you guys can do simple math. This is a joke, right? That's an icebreaker. Okay, so those are my kids. That's my family. Look at these guys on the right-hand side. These are our new students representing Solar University, right? Oh, and we got an addition too, right? So that's our doggy Keone, right? It's pretty cute, right? Any of you guys have a dog? Just say me. If you got a dog, just say me, right? He's a miniature golden doodle. Thank you, Renee, for posting that. He's a miniature golden doodle. Can you guys still see me? Because it looks like Alan said you lost a video. Okay, Alan's back. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so he's a miniature golden doodle. He's almost turning 3 years old now, right? So he's the best dog ever. He's chill. Sometimes we forget that he's even around, right? And if you guys have ever had a golden doodle, you guys even know, right? The sweetest little dogs ever. So I already asked you guys this question earlier, right? I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. So I asked you guys, have you ever purchased something from someone that you didn't like, right? You didn't like them. So the reason why you need to build rapport is building rapport is the foundation on having a great consultation or a bad consultation, right? You guys can agree, because I'm pretty sure you guys been in consultations before when you're building rapport and that energy that's just meshed together. And you guys had consultations before when you tried to build some rapport and it just didn't work, right? You're like, you know what? This guys or gals are too abrasive. I'm just going to jump right into it, right? And those ones are going to be a little bit harder to close, because you guys already know you have to have rapport. So before you start your sales presentation, you need to build the what, right? I'm going to draw 3 lines here. I said it earlier. There's 3 things that you guys need to build. What is that? What are the 3 things that you guys need to build before you dive right into the consultation? Can somebody comment that in the comments? What do you need to build? There's 3 things. You need the boom, boom, boom. What is it? We only see the slides, not you. It's okay. Just as long as you guys see the slides, it's all good, and you guys can hear me, I'm all good with that, right? I'm pretty sure you guys are kind of sick of seeing my face all day. So what are the 3 things that you guys need? Is anybody listening today? What are the 3 things you need to build rapport? Trust. Alan, yes. Anybody else? Trust, like. Gavin, yes. Know, like, and trust. Renee, absolutely, right? You need to build the know, like, and trust. As simple as this is, believe me or not, folks that are getting into solar, they're so abrasive, they just want to get right into the meat and potatoes, right? And don't get me wrong, there's some homeowners that want to just dive right into it, but you have to take control of the consultation and make sure that you're building rapport. And you have to do that based on, the things that you see around the house, especially if you're in the home, right? If their house is really beautiful, comment them about their house, because you know what? They probably work really hard to get that home, right? It's their probably most expensive asset that they own. Might as well compliment them, right? No, everybody likes to be complimented, right? So what I want to show you guys is how to build rapport pre-consultation, right? So you guys can use this strategy whether you're meeting them face to face or you're meeting the homeowner via Zoom, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you're meeting them. There's still, again, that dead time from setting the appointment to the consultation. So the pre-consultation, we want you to be able to send out videos, right? 48 hours prior to your consultation. And I'll explain to you guys here in a second what videos to create and what to send out. And again, it's critical. It's critical for you guys to have a CRM. So once you create these things and once you set it, you forget it. Does that make sense? You only have to set it up one time. And that one time will help you close deals over and over and over again. But we can't create these videos for you. And just a heads up, what popped in my mind is when you're creating these videos, make sure the videos are you, right? Don't hire anybody from like Fiverr, right? Oh, I'm going to hire somebody from Fiverr because, they're prettier, they're more handsome, whatever, right? Make sure that these videos are you because we're trying to build a relationship with the homeowner. Right? It's kind of awkward if it's like somebody from Fiverr. Say, for example, you're a man and you got somebody from Fiverr. It's this lady that's talking about, hey, what's going on? Well, it just doesn't look right, right? It has to be you. There's also a 24-hour prior to consultation video that goes out and the date of your consultation video, right? So the 48-hour video, right? You make sure you guys write this down. The 48-hour video that needs to go out is a video about you, okay? So meaning that they booked a consultation with you, right? As soon as you punched in the day and the time, you click submit, right? And then from there, the homeowner will get a notification. This video is gonna go out. It's just a video of you. So the video of you is an introduction of yourself, like your name, your family, maybe something, something unique about yourself, some of the things that you like doing, and whether you like fishing or certain hobbies that you like. And then from there, make sure that you're also talking about, just yourself. Like, why did you get started in the solar industry, right? Why did you get started in the solar industry? And this 48-hour video, the 48-hour prior to consultation video, it's not 48 hours. It's literally like 30 seconds. Right? It's a 30-second video. It's not a 2-minute long, video or an hour-long documentary about yourself, right? Just keep that in mind because we had some students that, created one that's like a really long video, right? Back in the 6th grade or whatever kind of video, right? So it's literally 30 to 45 seconds. And this is probably going to be the easiest video you're going to create because this video is about you. Does that make sense to everybody? It's the easiest video. It's about you. Why did you get started in the industry? Do you have a family? Do you have a dog? What are you into? Right? If you just started solar a week ago, 2 weeks ago, try to refrain from saying, hey, I just got started last week, right? Let's leave that out. If you've been in the business for at least like 2 to 3 years and say, hey, I've been in the solar industry for over, a few years now. Just say a few years. Right? Because again, you don't want to let the homeowner know that you just got started last week, right? It's kind of counterintuitive to what we're doing here. We're positioning an expert, but you don't want to be like, hey, my name is James Ramos. I just got started a week ago. You know what I mean? So make sure that, at least you have a couple years in your belt. If you want to say, hey, I've been in the industry for multiple years, that's great. But if you just got started, just leave it out. They don't need to know that, right? Let me back up a little bit. 24 hours prior to your consultation, this is the video that needs to go out, right? So the video needs to go out 24 hours prior to consultation. Remember, this is still you, right? This isn't some lady in Fiverr. This is still you. You're going to create a video about your products and the services that you guys offer. Whether you offer a finance option, a lease option, some of the equipment that you guys use, the modules you use, and why your company is different from everybody else. What separates your company from everybody else? Does that make sense, everybody? Because at the end of the day, think about it. We're all selling the same stuff, right? Everybody here in the boot camp, we're all selling the same things. So talk about the things that separate you from your competitors. What is that thing? Maybe your company donates some of the proceeds to the Lupus Foundation, maybe the Children's Hospital. Maybe they feed the homeless with some of the proceeds. Maybe they donate to their church, whatever it is. And keep in mind that if your company right now doesn't do any type of philanthropy work with some of the proceeds from the solar installation, then you can do it yourself, right? You can create your own foundation, your own donation, and you can say, I personally, right? Some of the proceeds, I personally donate to XYZ Foundation. I personally go out and buy pizza every Friday and I hand them out to the homeless people. Whatever that is. Does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? Just type in yes if that makes sense. Because I need to get a glass of water. Just type in yes if that makes sense. Hopefully this stuff's making sense to you guys. Right? Hopefully this stuff is making sense to you. But again, it's up to you to take action. It's up to you. We can show you these things. We can tell you till we're blue in the face and what's going to work, what's going to help you close more deals. But if you don't take action, this is useless, right? This is complete useless. All right. So awesome. So Ruth, yes. Renee, got it. Jared, yes. Roland, yes. Awesome. Looks like everyone's getting it. So the last video, right? So this video is going to go out the day of your consultation. And that's why you guys are starting to understand why I really stress on having a CRM, why you need a machine to send these videos out for you. Because imagine if you had to do this all manually, right? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, dude, we'll be sitting here for weeks if we had to dive in with all the details. I mean, we can literally, that's why all of our students at Solar University, that's why we plug in with you guys every single week. We're coaching you because this literally can take weeks. I'm giving you the bird's eye view. I'm giving you the formula, and it's up to you to implement these things. And if you need help, right? If you need help, make sure you book that call, solarstrategycall.com. Make sure you book that call, right? We're here to help. Okay, so the day of your consultation, some of you that just got started may not have this yet, but start working on it. So the day of your consultation, ideally, it should be testimonials about you. Let me say that again one more time. When you get testimonials from your homeowner, it should be testimonials about you, your service, your product knowledge, just their overall experience about you, right? And the reason being is if you make it about the company, right? If you make it about the company, and you may love your company right now, don't get me wrong. You may like, dude, I love this company. XYZ Solar is amazing. I'm going to be here for a long time. You may love them, but keep in mind that things may change in the future, meaning that you may decide to work for another company. You may decide to work with ABC Solar now instead of XYZ Solar. And if all these testimonials was attached to XYZ Solar, you can't take these videos anymore to ABC Solar. Does that make sense, everybody? You cannot take these videos anymore because you niched yourself so deep into a company, and then now you're like, oh, you know what? It's not working out anymore with this other company. I'm going to move forward with another company, but all these videos are more tailored to a specific company. That's why I'm asking you guys to make sure when you're creating content and asking homeowners to create a testimonial, make sure that it's about you. And also, right, this is a little tip again. Also, if you guys are creating a video testimonial with your homeowner, make sure that you guys aren't wearing like your shirt, right? It could be like a XYZ Solar shirt, and then again, it's just for the purposes of you. If you decide to do something in the future outside of XYZ Solar, then you don't want to be branded with XYZ Solar. Does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Just type in yes if that makes sense. Just type in yes if that makes sense. I want you guys to understand all these things because this is critical. All of these things that I'm teaching you right now, just these 3 things are critical to your business. And it does not matter if you still want to sell face-to-face. You still need to have these systems in place, right? You still need to have these systems in place. Does that make sense, everybody? Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Yes, Ruth. Yes, Jared. Renee. Roland. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. And what's going on with the rest of you guys? Right? The rest of you guys just on the fence or what? Right? There's over almost 30 plus people, but we only got 5 people engaging. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm calling you guys out right now. If you're just sitting there like, oh yeah, this is kind of cheesy, I don't want to comment, right? Again, make sure you guys are commenting. Make sure you guys are engaging, because this is a catalyst. This is something that's going to get you in momentum. Because if you're participating, if you're commenting, if you're doing the homework, these small little things is going to lead you to bigger things. But if you're sitting there just like, I'm not going to comment, that's kind of cheesy, then it's literally going to be useless for you, right? I need you. If you're here right now, I challenge every single one of you to comment and engage. Even if you disagree, say, no, does not make sense to me. It's all good. That's engaging. Right? That is engaging. So, Cam, awesome. Jerry, what's up? Jerry, the man, the myth, the legend from Colorado. What's going on, Mr. Jerry? Carleo. So, those 3 videos has to be created. The first 2, the 48 hours and the 24 hours, you guys can do that. The day of the consultation, you may have to work on this a little bit. Right? So if you guys are still meeting face-to-face, make sure you ask. Obviously, you're going to have to make sure you have the connection first with your homeowner, right? Some homeowner is going to say, yeah, I'll do it. Some homeowner is going to be like, I'll do it after install, right? But if they say they'll do it after install and the installation went well, go back over there and get that video testimonial, because this is what's going to help your business. The more testimonials you have, it's undeniable that you're amazing, right? If you have so many testimonials about, hey, Jerry's amazing, Roland is amazing, Steven gave me so much information, it's undeniable when they see these videos, I'm like, dude, this is the guy I want to go with, or this is the gal I want to go with. Does that make sense? This is what's going to separate you from everybody else. And if you're doing your meetings via Zoom, the great thing is you guys are recording your Zooms, right? So when you guys are recording your Zooms, start weaving in things. Oh, what do you think so far, Ruth? Am I doing an amazing job? Hopefully I am. Oh, yeah, you're doing amazing, James. And the great thing is because it's a video and you're recording it, you could download that from Zoom. Now you can create little snippets, okay? Little snippets, grab it, use a software. I use Camtasia, right? Camtasia, C-A-M-T-A-S-I-A, Camtasia. To edit my videos. There's a bunch of editing softwares out there, right? Camtasia. You can grab all these little snippets and then boom, guess what? Now you have a whole bunch of testimonials, right? Because again, everything that you do has to be intentional. You guys aren't going to reach your goal, whatever that is, whether you want to make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, you are not going to reach that unintentionally. You have to be intentional in everything that you do, down to the sales presentation. Everything. It has to be a well-oiled machine from start to finish. Does that make sense, everybody? From start to finish. Okay, I'm moving on. All right, so I'm going to show you. This is one of our young studs. His name is Philip, right? I'm just going to show you an example, and you're going to see, right? It's a simple video. He shot this video with his iPad, a ring light, and a lavalier microphone in our office, right? Here you go. You guys can hear him. Or maybe not. Hold on one second. Can you guys hear that or no? Can you guys hear that or no? Does anybody hear that? Did you guys hear that or no? I don't think anybody heard it. Let me try again. Does anybody hear that? I don't know why it's not playing. Does anybody hear that? Oops. Let me try it again. All right, so unfortunately, that video is not playing. For some reason. But basically, what Philip is doing is exactly what I told you guys, right? Yeah, the music kind of turned on for a second, but what I want to show you guys an example, but again, unfortunately, it's not playing. So basically, what he's doing is exactly what I'm training you on, right? He's going over his background. Hey, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I'm so-and-so. Super excited to see you in a few days. He talks about his background a little bit, how he got started, right? So again, you guys got to make these videos. As you can see, it's a really good video, right? And and he's just using his iPad, right? Does that make sense to everybody? It's nothing fancy. You can get a lavalier at Best Buy. And also maybe a smaller ring light if you guys don't have one, or stand in front of a window, right? Prop your phone there with a piece of tape and tape it on your window if you don't have a tripod, right? Let's be creative, and then have at it. Create a video, okay? Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so position yourself as an expert by creating a brand, right? This is what we talked about earlier. And some of this stuff might be a little bit redundant. I kind of jumped ahead of myself. Super excited because I love creating brands and I love creating videos, right? I'm like a video machine. You know what I mean? Because I know it can help my business. And not only that, when I create videos on YouTube for you guys, I know it can help you. That's the most important thing, right? Just as long as you know it can help somebody else, it doesn't matter if it gets 1 like, 0 likes, 1 view, at least somebody viewed it. And that person, whoever viewed it, is meant for them to view. Does that make sense? Because a lot of folks get discouraged, especially when you're creating a brand, like on YouTube, for example. And they're like, oh man, I've been posting like 3 videos the last 2 weeks and I only got 1 like, right? Who really cares? Who cares? For me, I do not care. I am going to post a video. And if it's 1 person that watched the video, or 100 people, or 1,000 people, or some of our videos are like 200,000-300,000 people, doesn't really matter to me. My job is to create the video knowing that somebody needs to see this because it's going to help somebody out. Because if you're going to base it on the amount of likes, and that's what you're going to use a barometer to create videos or more videos, because, oh, shoot, I got like 1,000 likes in this one video, so I'm going to make more. And you'll be like, you know what? I only got like 1 like in this one, so I'm not going to make any videos. Then more than likely, you're not going to be able to push through the grit. Because there are going to be days you don't want to make videos. And if it's about you, more than likely you're going to quit. But if you make it about other people and say, hey, you know what? This can help other people. I'm going to go ahead and post these videos. I'm going to create a brand. I'm going to make these videos to help other people. The law of reciprocity is when you help people, it just comes back to you without you expecting anything in return. Does that make sense, everybody? Without you expecting anything in return, because you know what? Somebody needs it. And it can help somebody. Does that make sense? All right. So how to come up with video content. So I'm going to kind of move on now as far as like creating a brand, right? Because we're always like, oh, shoot, what kind of content can I create? Right? That's probably one of the biggest questions out there. Okay, I'm ready to create some videos. What kind of content can I create? So my suggestion is put yourself in the homeowner's shoes and think about what they're searching. What are they looking for? What are their struggles? What are their pains? What are the things that they're looking for, right? What's the best solar company? What's the best solar panels? What is an inverter? What is net metering? What is a ITC tax credit? Right? Those are a few videos you can create right out the bat. Right? So make sure that you're putting yourself in your homeowner's shoes and ask yourself, what are they looking for? And the easiest ways too is to create video, to come up with video content, are ask yourself, what are some of my homeowners' objections? Right? Say for example, you sat down with a homeowner and they're like, oh, you know, they had all these questions about an ITC tax credit. How can I qualify? How does it work? Things of that nature. Boom, voila. There goes the video topic. Does that make sense, everybody? Just as long as it's something that people are asking or searching, like what is whatever, how is whatever. If you can answer those questions, then again, you're helping somebody out and it positions you as an expert. And let me give you guys, I'm not sure if I'm going to dive into this in these slide decks, but I just want to say this before I forget. You can create a YouTube channel. Think about this. You can create a YouTube channel and have FAQ videos, like host all the videos there. You can create a website, right? And Andre can teach you this. In the CRM, you can actually create a website, right? From there, you could host all the FAQs. And what you can tell the homeowner after you book the consultation, or if homeowners have questions prior to your consultation, or if you didn't close the deal and they still have questions, and obviously you're gonna do everything in your power to close the deal, but as you know, not all of them are gonna close. You can share a YouTube channel link and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, prior to our consultation, here's a channel and all the videos I created of all the FAQs that's really gonna help you prior to our consultation, right? And guess what? It just positions you even more as an expert. They're like, oh my gosh, this dude has a YouTube channel. Because look, let me take a quick poll and I'll get off the soapbox because this is not what I was on to talk about. How many here has a YouTube channel? How many here have a YouTube channel? Just type in me or I. I would probably be the easiest. Type in me or I. I want to see how many. And there's not too many, right? There's not too many people that have a YouTube channel. So here's the tip. If you want to separate yourself from everybody else, because again, like I mentioned earlier, we're all selling the same ish. Does that make sense? We're all selling the same stuff. Warranties the same, panels the same. But what separates you from the rest of your competitors? This is what's going to separate you. This is what's going to help you build a know, like, and trust and to become an expert. Does that make sense? Send them your YouTube channel. They're like, oh my gosh, this dude got a YouTube channel? Or this lady has a YouTube channel. That's amazing, right? And not only are you positioning yourself as an expert, you're already helping them answer questions that they already have prior to your consultation. Okay, moving on. For example, how much, okay, so these are some of the topics. I'm just going to kind of go through it fairly quickly. So how much money can I save by going solar? How do I qualify for a federal tax credit? How much does solar cost? What are the pros and cons about solar? All you need, again, is 4 to 5 videos in your audience eyes. You're already positioned as the expert, right? 4 or 5 videos, get it in front of them. And again, what you want to do is create these videos, hook up with Andre, put them all on the machine, and then from there, let the machine, the CRM, the software, do all the heavy lifting for you, okay? Excuses why consultants don't create a personal brand. I kind of talked about this earlier, is I'm not tech savvy, right? You don't need to be tech savvy. You literally need a phone. Everybody here has a phone. I'm going to guarantee that. Everybody here has a phone. You don't need to be tech savvy. You literally just need a phone. I don't have money to buy fancy equipment. Again, it's your phone, right? Even if you don't buy a lavalier, even if you don't have the fancy lighting equipment or whatnot, all you need is a phone. You can literally make let me back up. You can literally make hundreds to millions of dollars just by using your phone. Does that make sense to everybody? But the question is, why aren't you taking advantage on using your phone to grow your business? If your phone can literally make you hundreds to multiple 6 figures to 7 figures just by using your phone. Think about that for a second, right? I don't know what type of videos to make, so I just shared with you guys what type of videos to make. I'm not good on camera. Oh my gosh, my wife was just here. I'm not good on camera either, but I've learned, right? I've learned to just be me. Okay, that's the key, guys. Write this down. Just be you. It's very difficult to be somebody else. And when I first got started, my wife could attest to this. She created a script. We had all the best lighting, all the best camera in the world, the microphone. And because it's a script that she created, it was the most horrific video ever made on YouTube. It was the most, I'm telling you right now, if I post that video on YouTube, I'll probably get a bajillion likes or maybe dislikes because it's probably the worst video ever. And that video was created, I've been in solar for 8 years, and I created that video probably almost 8 years ago. And I've just improved every single time I create a video. And I'm still improving now. My kids, after I make a video, right, I'm gonna let you guys know really quick. When I make a video for YouTube or for social media, after I edit it and then I post it on YouTube, for example, I watch it. And my kids are always like, why do you always watch your videos, right? The reason why I watch it because I want to get better. I want to get better because there's certain things that you don't see when you're just, going off the cuff on a video and you're recording it. And it's better to watch yourself like, oh, you know what, shoot, why am I doing that with my hands, right? Why do I keep saying right? If you watch my videos like last couple months or even last year, I used to say right every single sentence, after every single sentence. It was like my period, right? And somebody called me out on it. And I started listening to myself, I want to say like 6 months ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, I say right like every single sentence. And I've been working on it, right? No, I'm kidding. I've literally been working on it. And again, you're not going to get better if first and foremost, you don't make videos. And secondly, if you don't watch the videos and critique yourself, right? Critique yourself. See, I just said right again. As much as I don't want to say it, it just comes out. But again, I'm working on it. Okay? So this here, I'm not good on camera. I'm going to let you know right now, you're probably going to be horrific like me, unless you're my wife. She's a natural, studette on camera, right? If you're not like her, you're going to be really bad on camera. I'll let you know right now. You may have to take 500 takes. It's all good. Just keep going. It's going to get better and better and better and better. Right? I'm kidding. Okay? I'm too skinny. I'm too fat. I'm too short. I'm too tall. Actually, you can't even tell, right? If you're tall or skinny. The funny thing is, every time I go to events now, right? Because I make these videos and you only see my face, right? From like the shoulder up. And obviously, because I'm Asian, I'm Filipino. And when I go to events, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you're so tall, right? So it does not matter. You're fat, you're skinny, you're tall, you're short. Does not matter, right? All it takes is you to get started. Because at the end of the day, right, even if when you create your brand, there's folks that's going to resonate with you, and there's folks that's going to resonate with me, right? Which is totally fine. I'm going to repel the people that don't like me because they're like, I don't like that dude, right? I'd rather go with somebody else, which is absolutely cool. Because those homeowners that you attract, it's going to be an easier sell for you because the energy is synergistic. Okay? And all it takes is to get started. That's it. Right? That's all it takes. So let me ask you guys this. For those of you that don't have a brand, that are not creating any videos, who here, right? And don't lie to yourself, right? Just have integrity with yourself. Who here is going to make a video? Because that's going to be the homework today, right? I'm not going to tell you what it is exactly right now, what kind of video to make. But I need you guys' commitment. Who here is going to make a video and post it on Facebook? And I'm going to give you guys what the topic is. And I need you guys to agree blindly on what the topic is. And again, it's going to be for your own good. right? I'm not gonna tell you guys to do something stupid, especially not on camera, you know? So who here is willing to take the challenge blindly right now? And let me go back really quickly to here. Okay. Who here is willing to take the challenge right now? I'm going to give you guys the homework and the topic. Who here is willing to make a video that's going to click that little red live button and create a video, and however it comes out is however it comes out, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if it's your first time ever creating a video, or maybe, you know, you haven't created too many videos, it's going to be bad, but who really cares? Because when I started, my wife just walked over here. It was really bad, right, babe? See, she didn't even say anything. She just laughed. Because we literally still laugh about it till this day, right? And don't get me wrong, my videos are not the best, but who really cares? Just as long as you're getting value from it, right? So who here? Jared, yes. Stella, okay. Renee, I'm in. Roland, I will. Awesome, awesome. The rest of you guys, get in the game. Get in the game, right? If you guys aren't creating videos right now to really position you as an expert, who really cares? It's going to be bad in the beginning, but it's going to get better and better and better. And if you guys need help, make sure you book a call with us, solarstrategycall.com, and we'll help you every step of the way, right? Every step of the way. Okay, so the video that I want you guys, hold on, let me go back to the PowerPoint slide. Just want to make sure I went through the whole thing really quickly. Okay, cool. I actually went through the whole thing. The video that I want you guys to create, it's going to be, we're going to use it, right? So Andre's going to be on the line tomorrow. He's going to help you guys like implement these things. And what I told you guys yesterday and on Monday, I want you guys to walk away with something tangible on Friday, right? I want you guys to walk away with something tangible that you can use in your business by Friday, right? So again, I want you guys to get off the fence. It's not too late, guys. It's not too late to create a video. Make sure if it's your first day here, it's already our third day. If it's your first day, make sure you watch the other training as well with Jake and Michelle. Those are amazing training as well. Just a heads up that all these videos are going to disappear on Sunday at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. And the reason being is, for those of you guys don't know, we want you to take action. And I honestly feel if we just keep these videos in the group forever, you guys, or people, I don't want to say you, people just tend to just wait. They're like, oh, it's there, I'll get to it whenever. And that whenever never happens. Okay, so that's the reason why we're taking all these videos down at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. So the video that I want you guys to create is going to be the video that goes out 48 hours before your consultation. Okay, this video, write this thing down. This is a topic. It's literally going to be about you, right? So it's going to be a simple video. Your name, right? You guys writing this down? Your name. Why did you get started in the solar industry, right? Family. Do you have a big family? Some of your hobbies, right? Some of the hobbies that you like to do, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be in this order. And lastly, right, the last one, let the homeowner know that you're going to be sending out more videos in the next few days to really help them or educate them about solar, okay? Even though you don't have that right now, it's all good, right? We may not have all the videos right now, but it's okay. Because I want you guys to use these videos as a starting point. On Friday, we'll help you implement these things. So at least you have something there. It could just be a placeholder, right? Until we update them. And again, we're going to update these videos. That's what's so great about videos. We can always go back to them later. We'll build them all out now and you'll be like, hey, you know what? I don't like that video, the 48-hour one. I'm going to go back to it, which is cool. But at least it's completely done, right? We're not going for perfection. Because if you're waiting for perfection, it's never going to get done, right? It's going to be imperfect action. We're just going to take action, right? Imperfect action. So I need you guys to commit. The folks that committed, I need you guys to follow through with your word and make that video, right? Your name. Let's add on the state that you live in, right? Your family. If you have family, what are your hobbies? Do you have dogs and pets? Why did you get started in solar? That's an important one. Don't forget that one. Why did you get started? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the reason why I got started in solar is XYZ, whatever that reason is for you. And it's going to be different for everybody. And then the last part is let the homeowner know that you're going to be sending more videos out over the next few days, and keep an eye out for it in their email. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And again, tomorrow, Andre will be on, right? He's the pipeline manager, solar pipeline manager. He's going to show you guys and talk to you guys why it's important to manage your pipeline. He'll probably touch a little bit on how to, get these videos uploaded or whatnot into the CRM. And then from there, I want you guys to walk away to something tangible. Okay? So, for Jared, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and answer them now. If you guys have any questions before we wrap everything up, if you guys have anything, I'm going to go ahead and look in the chat, and I'm going to answer any questions you guys may have. Okay? That's how we wrap everything up. If you don't have any questions, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We still have 2 more days, right? And I honestly feel that the last 2 speakers, and hopefully I gave you guys value as well. The last 2 speakers, Jake and Michelle, was amazing value. I got a lot of nuggets out of it as well. And hopefully this boot camp is helping you out, right? And if you guys haven't scheduled your free solar strategy call yet, make sure you do that. Free solarstrategycall.com. Can somebody help me out again and post that there? Solarstrategycall.com. And I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions. Okay, cool. From Jared, what is an ideal length for the 48-hour video? Great question. So ideally, all these videos should be right around 30 seconds to a minute long, right? 30 seconds to a minute long. If it's more than a minute, more than likely it's too long, right? The testimonial ones, those can be as long as you want, right? Because they can just X out and be like, oh, okay, dude, this guy got a 2-hour video with 500 homeowners. I'm in, sign me up. I can't wait for, Jared to come to my house. So that one can be as long as you want because they can X out whenever. But the 2 videos, the 48-hour and the 24-hour video, it should be 30 seconds to a minute long. Okay? 30 seconds to a minute long. Does that make sense, everybody? Do I look fat in these jeans? No, Frank, you look good, my brother. Stella, boot camp has been awesome. Thank you very much, Stella. Thank you very much. And again, we host these boot camps every quarter, and we're here to help. And if you guys have anybody in mind as well that I can bring on as a speaker, I'm bringing on the top dogs of solar, right? The top dogs of solar that can really help out. Jake, on Monday, he's a top dog in solar, right? The founder of SolarCon, Solar Academy. These guys are doing big things, right, in solar to help the whole industry out. We had Michelle. She's a top dog in battery storage. As you can see, or her presentation yesterday was amazing, right? And that was a short presentation. That's amazing. And if you guys can join her and other training, I'm actually going to be in her sales training, I think in June sometime. I'll share that with you guys as well. If you guys, I'm not sure if anybody has the link here that I can post it here that wasn't there yesterday. Can you post it here? If not, go watch that video of day 2 training and get Michelle's information. Make sure you guys get it on her list as well, right? And when we had the boot camp in the first quarter, we had amazing speakers. I think we had a little too many, but again, I want to bring on the best of the best on these boot camps to really help you guys out, right? Folks in these boot camps are making money already, right? From multiple 6 figures, right? From $500,000 all the way up to Zane is like 9 figures, right? So you can see that there's some results here, right? There's some folks, if you're not making 9 figures or even multiple 6 figures or $500,000 a year, then listen, listen up to these folks that are teaching you the things that they're doing to grow their business, to make more sales, to generate leads, to manage their pipeline, to educate homeowners about storage, battery, panels. Listen and implement these things, right? Because they have already the results, right? All of us already have the results, right? Awesome. So other than that, make sure you guys book your solar strategy call. Thank you, Jerry. Jerry's an amazing stud out there in Colorado. I always can depend on Jerry, especially if it's a Colorado market. And we get students to ask us, about Colorado, the market, net metering, utility. Jerry, I just want to publicly say thank you very much for always supporting us out there in Colorado, right? Thank you very much. Other than that, you guys have an amazing day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Just jam-packed all week. And if you guys haven't watched the other videos, make sure you guys watch it. And lastly, book the call, solarstrategycall.com. See you guys later. Peace out, everybody.